NBA YoungBoy is sitting on a jewelry collection valued at nearly $10 million. And one specific chain? Listen to this. He only hands it to hitters from his circle. I'm dead serious, no exaggeration. But hold up. Before we dive into that wild detail, let me walk you through every major piece he owns and how he stacked them. Trust me, you're not prepared for this. So boom, NBA YoungBoy, the Baton Rouge product turned global superstar, went from surviving the streets to dominating the rap charts. And once the success hit, the money followed heavy. We're talking over $60 million type wealth, the kind where price tags don't even register anymore. And girl, he's been burning that cash on some of the craziest jewelry hip-hop has ever seen. No cap, this lineup is insane. So let's get into it, starting with the chains. First on deck is his signature nameplate pendant. Now don't get it twisted, this isn't a basic chain, fam. The piece spells out "Young Boy Never Broke Again" in full, packed with custom symbols tied to his life and movement. It's a massive diamond-covered pendant that flashes from across the room. You won't believe this. This single chain reportedly ran about $75,000. Yeah, 75 bands for just one piece. He picked this up early, right when his buzz exploded around 2017 to 2018. The pendant is set with natural white diamonds, and the craftsmanship is top tier. Every letter is flooded with stones, and the custom visuals reflect his rise from the trenches to stardom. When you really think about it, that's wild. At just 18 or 19, he was casually dropping $75K on jewelry. That's more than most folks earn in a whole year. But for YoungBoy, this was only the warm-up. This chain became one of his most recognizable pieces. You'd spot it in videos, Instagram posts, everywhere. It became his stamp, his way of telling the world exactly who he is and where he came from. And next up is the legendary 38 Baby pendant. Now listen, this is where the prices start going crazy. This chain is named after the mixtape that truly put him on the map back in 2016. That 38 Baby project was the moment people realized this Louisiana kid was different, that he was special. So to celebrate that turning point, YoungBoy linked up with Shine Jewelers out in Philadelphia. And yeah, those are the same jewelers trusted by the biggest names in rap. That's where he ordered this masterpiece. We're talking rose gold mixed with white gold, giving the pendant a clean but loud contrast. And the diamonds? Natural VVS stones, fam. For anyone who doesn't know, VVS means extremely clarity, basically flawless to the naked eye. The cost? A staggering $200,000. $200,000 for a single chain. No joke. He put the price of a house around his neck. He grabbed this piece around 2018 while locking in his spot in the rap elite. The detail on this pendant is next level. It reportedly took over 2 months to finish because of how complex the design was. And here's the crazy part. This chain became so iconic that replicas flooded the internet. Fake 38 Baby pendants are everywhere now because it's that recognizable. But trust me, nothing compares to the real one YoungBoy rocks. It's wild how one jewelry piece can shape hip-hop culture like that. Young Thug Tribute pendant. Yeah, it keeps going because next up is the Young Thug Tribute piece, and this one carries real meaning. See, YoungBoy has never been quiet about his respect for Thug. Thug inspired him early on, and over time, that respect turned into a real bond.
Young Thug.
Say what?
Yeah.
I'm a Young Thug myself, and that's my inspiration.
Great.
He's really like, his voice is an instrument, literally. His voice is like a real life instrument.
What are your thoughts on YB?
Top.
YoungBoy, yeah, top.
Go. Michael Jackson of the new
Bro,
school.
his shit looks crazy,
He's
bro.
Michael of the new school. He need to drop some music right now.
So back in 2018, YoungBoy chose to honor his inspiration in the loudest way imaginable by ordering a custom pendant made in Young Thug's likeness. And nah, this wasn't some regular face chain, not even close. The pendant shows Young Thug rocking shades while smoking a blunt. And listen to this, it looks like it was pulled straight from a moment in one of Thug's music videos. The level of detail is ridiculous, fam. What really separates this piece is the use of multicolored VVS diamonds. You got white stones, yellow stones, and multiple hues blended together to form a hyper-detailed portrait. The jewelers reportedly spent more than 2 months completing it because every detail had to be flawless. The face structure, the glasses, the blunt, everything was dialed in. The price tag came in around $150,000. Yeah, $150,000 just to show respect to someone who inspired your whole path. That's a level of appreciation money usually can't even explain, but YoungBoy figured out how to say it through jewelry. And hold up, Young Thug actually felt honored by the gesture. That's the kind of real love and mutual respect that still exists in hip-hop when it's authentic. No exaggeration, that's easily one of the hardest tribute moves I've ever seen in rap. Man.
Grateful and just so honored to be able to just like having had those conversations with him way back then, before he even blew. Just having them conversations with him, just like telling him, giving him a few of my opines and like a few steps that I took, a few things to do, like a few things to look into, like certain shit, like just be able to look at this now, just like, bro, that nigga tough, like, yeah, he's hard, like, yeah, he going off. He going off. He one of the ones, you know what I'm saying? He got them. He a real one too, you know what I mean? Like, he doing what he doing right now, boy. He tough. Yeah, he got him.
Yeah, he definitely got him.
Respect, love, honor. I always love that boy.
Now let's get into his custom slat pendant. For anybody not tapped in, slat is a word that really took off in hip-hop culture, and YoungBoy made sure it had a place in his collection. This piece is crafted in white gold and set with a mix of emerald cut and round diamonds that create a crazy visual pop. Most of the time, he wears it attached to a tennis chain. And if you don't know, a tennis chain is one where every single link is fully flooded with diamonds. So now you've got an iced out pendant sitting on top of an iced out chain. That's layers on top of layers of diamonds, family. The green emeralds blended with the white diamonds give it a look that instantly stands out. Even in a jewelry lineup as wild as YoungBoy's, this one still catches attention. The exact price was never officially confirmed, but based on the materials and the craftsmanship, jewelers estimate it's worth anywhere from $80,000 to $100,000. That's just another casual six-figure pickup for NBA YoungBoy. At this point, you're probably noticing a pattern. This man does not play about his jewelry at all. All right, gang, now we're getting into the craziest piece in his entire collection, the custom 4KT Gravedigger pendant. And trust me, the story behind this one is next level. You really need to lock in here because this isn't just about diamonds, it's about what this chain actually represents. First, let's break down the piece itself. This is a large rose gold pendant. And when I say large, I mean massive. The entire thing is covered in baguette diamonds. Those are the rectangular cut stones that give it that ultra-luxury look. The design includes visual elements tied directly to his 4KT brand, meaning 4K Trey, and his lifestyle. The craftsmanship is elite, with details that make it one of the most recognizable chains in hip-hop today. The estimated price is around $250,000, $250,000 for one pendant. YoungBoy actually received this piece as a birthday gift from Shine Jewelers. Yes, you heard that right. They gifted him a $250,000 chain. That tells you everything about the relationship he has with his jewelers. They know he's a loyal client who spends millions with him, so they show love in a major way. But here's where things get really crazy, and I'm not exaggerating at all. YoungBoy loved the Gravedigger design so much that he decided to make more of them. But he didn't create them just for himself, and he didn't sell them either. Nah, fam, he made them specifically to give out to certain people in his circle. So who got them? Members of his camp who allegedly put in real street work. Names like NBA Ben 10, Lil Tim, and others tied to his crew. Let me explain why that matters. In NBA camp, the Gravedigger chain isn't just jewelry. It's a badge, a symbol of extreme loyalty. It represents someone who put everything on the line for the group. That's heavy when you really sit with it. When you see someone around NBA wearing that pendant, it carries meaning. It's not something you can buy. It's not something you can request. It's something that gets handed to you, and only after extreme actions. That chain symbolizes loyalty at the most dangerous level. Lil Tim, for example, was later seen wearing the Gravedigger chain. He's the same person connected to the 2020 Atlanta shooting involving King Von. NBA Ben 10, another affiliate tied to street activity, was also spotted with one. These chains function like uniforms for the most dangerous members of the circle. Now I gotta pause here and be real with y'all. This is dark territory. We're talking about real violence, real lives lost, real consequences. This isn't something to glorify or celebrate, but it does show how deep street codes can run and how hip-hop jewelry sometimes represents more than money. Sometimes it represents things that are tragic and irreversible. Here's another wild detail. Jewelers estimate YoungBoy commissioned between 5 and 7 of these Gravedigger pendants. At $250,000 each, that's potentially over $1.5 million spent just on chains for his people. That's the level of loyalty and investment he shows his circle. Agree with it or not, that kind of commitment is rare in the industry. All right, now let's shift gears, because we still haven't talked about his watch collection, and this is where the numbers get really insane. YoungBoy blends high-end watchmaking with street style, and his wrist game matches his chain game, no debate. First up, the iced-out Ottoman Piguet skeleton watch. If you don't know, Ottoman Piguet, or AP, is one of the most respected watch brands in the world. We're talking elite Swiss craftsmanship, a company that's been making watches since 1875. These aren't just timepieces, they're mechanical art. YoungBoy's AP skeleton is fully diamond set. That means every surface possible is flooded with stones. The face uses a skeleton design, so you can actually see the internal movement of the watch. It's pure engineering on display, just completely iced out. The estimated value is around $200,000. $200,000 for a single watch. He picked this piece up around 2019, right when he was solidifying himself as one of the top earners in hip-hop. Skeleton watches are especially popular with rappers because they show craftsmanship while still being flashy. It's luxury and street energy combined. And here's the part most people don't realize. Ottoman Piguet doesn't mass-produce watches. They're extremely limited, and getting a skeleton model is hard, even if you have money. But when you're spending millions like NBA YoungBoy, doors open. That's just the reality. And it's crazy how access changes everything.
No, bitch, I paid 55 for this right here. Bro, chill, I don't know what you talking about. And I don't like you, dude. Joe, why you got, man, why you got?
But YoungBoy didn't stop with just one AP. Nah, he doubled back and grabbed more. Next up is his Audemars Piguet Royal Oak, fully flooded with diamonds. Now the Royal Oak is AP's most legendary model. That octagon-shaped bezel is instantly recognizable. The moment you see that shape, you already know what time it is. YoungBoy's version comes in white gold and is absolutely drenched in diamonds. We talking diamonds on the bezel, diamonds on the face, diamonds running all through the bracelet. This watch is straight ice from every angle. The Royal Oak is already expensive straight out the factory, but once you add custom diamonds, the price jumps crazy. This piece runs around $50,000, and honestly, compared to the rest of his collection, that sounds like a steal. He picked this one up around the same time as his skeleton AP. You can tell he was building a lineup, not just buying randomly. The Royal Oak gives that classic, timeless luxury vibe. The skeleton AP is more flashy and futuristic. Having both shows he really understands different sides of high-end watch culture. The Royal Oak has been worn by LeBron James, Jay-Z, Drake, and plenty of other elites. It's a status symbol at the highest level. And YoungBoy, coming straight out of Baton Rouge, now owns multiple APs. That's really what making it looks like, gang. And of course, we can't skip the diamond bust-down Rolexes. In hip-hop culture, a bust-down means taking a luxury watch and completely reworking it with diamonds. You start with something expensive, then you make it even crazier. YoungBoy owns several Rolex models, most likely date just today dates. Every single one fully iced out. Diamonds on the face, diamonds on the bracelet, even diamonds on the crown. When light hits that watch, it's like a disco ball on your wrist. Each of these bust-down Rolexes costs around $50,000, and YoungBoy has been seen wearing more than one. He switches them depending on his outfit or mood. Sometimes it's AP time for that luxury feel. Other times it's Rolex for that classic hip-hop flex. Now here's the interesting part. Bust-down watches are controversial among watch collectors. Purists say custom diamonds ruin the watch. But in hip-hop, it's the ultimate flex. It shows you got so much money you can take a $30,000 watch and drop another $20,000 or $30,000 just to add diamonds. That level of excess defines hip-hop luxury, and YoungBoy leans all the way into it. But we still not done. His collection goes way beyond chains and watches. Let's talk rings and bracelets, because he ices out everything. YoungBoy's rings are oversized and heavily diamond set. He even has a 38 baby ring. Same theme as the pendant, same diamond quality, just in ring form. These rings can cost anywhere from $20,000 to $50,000 each, and that depends on size and diamond clarity. The crazy part? He wears multiple rings at the same time, so just imagine how much ice is sitting on his hands at once. Then we got the bracelets. YoungBoy loves tennis bracelets and Cuban link diamond bracelets. A tennis bracelet is a slim bracelet where every link is a diamond. The name comes from a famous incident involving tennis player Chris Evert. Cuban link bracelets are thicker and heavier, and of course they're also fully flooded. He usually matches his bracelets with his watch. AP with complimentary bracelets, Rolex with a different setup. We're talking another $50,000 to $100,000 just in bracelets alone. This man coordinates jewelry like outfits. Every piece works together. The end result is a full image of wealth and success. So let's really add this up. Nameplate pendant, about $75,000. 38 baby pendant, $200,000. Young Thug tribute pendant, $150,000. Custom slat pendant, roughly $90,000. Multiple 4KT Gravedigger pendants, around $1.5 million. Iced out AP skeleton watch, $200,000. Diamond Royal Oak, $50,000. Bust down Rolexes, around $150,000. Rings, about $100,000. Bracelets, around $150,000. That's over $2.6 million. And that's only what we know about. There's definitely more we haven't even seen yet. When you factor everything in, his jewelry collection easily clears $10 million. But here's the wildest part. NBA YoungBoy can afford this lifestyle forever. With a net worth north of $60 million and still growing, he's set. Between streaming, YouTube, and music revenue, the money never stops. He's one of the most streamed artists on the platform. Hundreds of millions of views consistently. Fans all over the world. And unlike a lot of rappers, he's been smart about building wealth while still enjoying it. What if I told you YoungBoy could buy a $250,000 chain every month for 20 years and still be rich? That's the level he's on. From poverty in Baton Rouge to a jewelry collection worth more than most people will ever earn. Love him or hate him, whether the Gravedigger chains impress you or concern you, you can't deny this. NBA YoungBoy has one of the most expensive jewelry collections in hip-hop history. He really is never broke again, and the jewelry proves it. That's the full breakdown of NBA YoungBoy's $10 million jewelry collection. If this video shocked you even once, hit that like button and subscribe. We got more breakdowns like this coming. Drop a comment and tell me your favorite piece. 38 baby chain, Gravedigger pendant, or one of those insane watches. And who should we cover next? Lil Baby? Lil Durk? Turn on notifications so you don't miss the next drop. Trust me, the next collection is even crazier. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace. Stay blessed, stay iced out, and remember, work hard so one day you can flex like this too.